For many of us, the romance of work from home has ended. It has been many months, and some of us are looking forward to getting back to office. However, the pandemic is still ongoing, and many companies like Microsoft do not have a timeline when they'll open their offices for staff to come and work full-time. If you are one of those people who want to get back to the office but are stuck at home, here are some tips on how to keep your sanity and regain your productivity. Hello and welcome to the channel. Go for a walk. Sitting at the computer for long hours at home day after day can give the feeling of our lives being condensed into the computer. It can be a limiting feeling, and the way to break out of it is to take a walk in nature or along the beach whenever you can. The idea here is to move away from your environs and give your mind the opportunity to wander a bit, to focus on more benign and varied surroundings. It should give you the chance to fill your brain with better thoughts, and in the process feel more refreshed, so that when you get back to work, you are in a different frame of mind, and possibly more productive. A separate workspace helps. Try to create a separate space when you get into the work mode. The idea is to have a physical separation between your work and personal life. The benefits of this separation are substantial, but it can be hard to do. We may struggle in our lives from time to time, and a separation between the two gives us the opportunity to address these challenges better. Working from home takes away that separation, in a very literal way. Our home becomes our workplace, and our personal and work lives overlap significantly. This can lead to poor outcomes for mental health. A simple trick like wearing different headphones when working may give our brains something to latch onto, and if we are lucky, create that separation. Limit those meetings. Try to limit meetings to no more than 25% of your workday. Meetings can be a time sink. However, we work with people, and meetings help with coordination. On top of that, we may not get many opportunities to say no. For example, it may be your job to do those meetings. Keeping a lid on the time spent doing meetings is tougher than it may seem to many. We can do our best, and not get too bothered if we can't really. Define those work hours. Work is demanding, and having endless work hours can lead to burnout. To guard against that, have clearly defined work hours. There are limits to how much time we can be properly productive during a day. If we are spending the productive hours well, stretching the work day much beyond those hours may add little by way of getting things done. In the long run, we may pick up poor habits, like not utilizing productive time. It is not unusual for many of us to waste time, thinking there are many hours left in the day, only for us to suddenly realize that time has run out, and we have not made meaningful progress. Working from home can exacerbate this problem. Having clearly defined work hours can help manage it. Have some adventures. There absolutely needs to be a meaningful time away from work, which refreshes us and recharges our energy levels, so that when we get back to work, we are feeling that energy to get things done. So, plan weekly adventures. A lot of our time at work is spent doing hard things. Since we have a finite amount of energy for doing hard things, it makes sense that we have a way to fill it up, so that we can go again. Do cool and interesting things. Avoid getting stuck with banal tasks, and spend an hour a day doing cool and interesting stuff. Now this is a hard one, because it may depend on what stage of burnout you are at. If you are much further along, then there may not be much left about your job that you find cool. Your cynicism will dominate, and everything will be drudgery. In such a scenario, seek help and advice. On the other hand, this is an effective and simple step that one can take to rekindle the romance, so to say. As with most of the things that we talked about, we want to find the fuel that'll keep us going in a meaningful way. And doing what you find cool, even for a little bit every day, is definitely a good way of achieving that. So that's it for this video. Give a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't yet, as it helps out the channel a lot. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.